Yes, welcome to Right in the Coombe. How we doing, lads? All right?
Brilliant.
You're rougher than Rocasey, ain't you?
Aye, a tad. I am. A lot of rehydration over the last couple of days. Si, how are you? You're ready to kick off again, aren't you?
Ready to go, mate. Bleep test Saturday, training Tuesday.
Aye, it's intense, sir.
Needs to be, mate, because we've only got 2 weeks.
Ask him who won the bleep test. 31-year-old.
33-year-old.
Right, see something, see with this break that we've incurred. I actually thought there was going to be news for doing that side of the table.
I'm returning.
I thought you would have returned. I thought you'd have got yourself in somewhere. Because you were training, you're saying you're out doing your runs. I thought you might have got yourself in somewhere.
No, he got himself in someone, but not somewhere.
Aye. That's what stoked it, wasn't it? Got stuck in there.
He's best pals with Dick Campbell now, so that could be
by the way.
Good lad.
What did Joe Pease doing?
Derek, honestly, that's the first time I've ever met him. My God, the best character I've ever met.
Great, isn't he?
Mate, I'll tell you one thing, lovely man, and his brother Pink, what a man, the two of them, amazing. Very humble though, which I loved. I think sometimes when you first meet me, a lot of people despise me when you first meet me, didn't they, but
I know Dick. He's very much everything but humble.
I thought you were going to say
no humble, very nice to me.
Very nice.
I thought he was going to say I loved it.
I loved Dick.
But he's what a man.
Great guy.
He's brilliant. I want to ask him something though. If you get a chance to sign for Dick Campbell next year or Peterhead, who are you going to?
To Simon, I'm just saying it's Dick Campbell. And it's horrible to say that in front of you, but that guy, honestly, can I just ask you, why is Dick Campbell in the last 10 years never been in the SPL? Some of the managers that's in there?
I don't know. I think even the part-time job suits him better, and because I think they've got their own company. Aye. But he's somebody that just what you've said, he's got that likeability factor. Would you want to play for him? Absolutely. He was assistant manager at Dunfermline when I was there. And in the dressing room, he was hilarious. I mean, he could eat an apple through a letter.
Always.
Folks, couldn't he?
The teeth. The funny thing is, him and you call him Leishman, Jim Leishman, the same room. Yeah. You just laugh at tears.
They slaughter each other, didn't they?
Oh, brilliant. It's just
what's his company? It's tights, isn't it? You had to pair them on.
Tights during Pilates today. You need to put tights on. Listen, that's a wee joke between all us. Right, certainly no for this in the morning. But by the way, boys, big Pierce Morgan.
I know, big Kevin Kyle.
Big Kevin Kyle. Big Kev, but he shouldn't have left. That was a good joke for Big Kev.
I don't know why he's chucked that. Because he's getting chucked for here since he should have kept that.
He's struggling in here, the big man, so I should have done. Anyway, Simon, what to do?
No. Where was it you've met Dick Campbell? Tell us a wee bit more.
We're doing the Manager of the Month now.
Manager of the Month.
Magic.
So he won the championship Manager of the Month, and my God, he was just.
Did you know Dave somebody went on goal?
He's done an interview before, but we're now doing the Manager of the Month.
We were going to try day, and I don't know.
Get you a wee bottle of Glenn's vodka.
Oh, happy days.
There you go. Get Carol one as well. No, kid on the way. Get you and Carol a bottle of vodka.
I'm going to phone.
Well done. We'll see you rephrase that.
What are you getting the mums for Mother's Day? Paul. Oh. Susan, what do you get a woman that's got everything?
Simon. Do you know what I mean? No, I can't say what I was going to say because
just be serious. What you getting her in there?
I'll certainly get her something. I'll wait to see what my dad gets her first. No, because he gets her a lot of stuff, Derek. I don't want to. You don't mean the outfits.
And you're still in the house?
No, get me in place now, Derek.
Right.
Penthouse.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
Didn't
they know this?
No, I've not.
But
people tell me off and here I'm still doing around that.
I know.
So anyway, Simon, we're going to the leaderboard now. I just want to hear about people Maz and all that.
I know Maz.
Listen, you pay a wee, that's delight just to see you, didn't you? A wee visit. You know, I think you give them a wee bit of their time.
Mine's would be delight. Mine's would be delight to see me. She's been dead for 15 years.
She's up there.
She's up there every day. Watching me.
She's looking down.
Somebody's got to look after me.
I know.
Will you make it?
I didn't know what to say there.
Is your ma still here?
Yes, oh God, aye.
Mm-hmm.
My mum's 72? Aye,
Brilliant.
72.
Who does she like better, you or Barry?
Probably
Could be
me.
Aye,
let's be honest.
How come?
I go and see my ma all the time, as much as I can. So I probably see her every other day, about 5-6 times a week.
Is that Granny Fergie's daughter, or is Granny Fergie your dad?
Oh, that's my dad's. Oh, my Granny Fergie was mental, man. Not a woman to be messed with. I love my Granny Fergie.
Oh, Granny's the same, wasn't he?
Oh, I was scared, aye. I was scared of my Granny Fergie as well, but I loved her. But
is that Alex Ferguson?
What's that?
Granny Fergie.
Granny Fergie, man, she was brilliant. So she was.
What a woman. Right, Paul, leaderboard.
Aye, is there a forfeit today? Are we want to just leave that the
Are we getting him a forfeit?
I think
Turnips are there, isn't there?
Aye, we'll do the turnips, innit? You like the eating challenges.
you like eating, don't you?
Is this good for your diet?
Oh, Derek, I've chucked it, man. That's the belly I've got me now. Shocking.
6 of them, mate.
Oh, that's a full
How long are you getting yourself to eat 6?
No, you'll not eat 4. You'll not eat.
No, 6 in what?
Alright,
3
go on
minutes?
then, you're a
30
Surely,
seconds.
surely I can do the 6 through the show, no?
No, 6 in.
cup of
I think
tea.
we should do 6 in 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Aye.
Okay.
It's a big ass.
That's a big. No, 30 seconds is a lot of
What
time.
happens if he spews?
2 minutes.
Do you know what we'll do?
2 minutes. You got to
See
do
from
2 minutes.
See
2
from-
minutes, right?
2 minutes.
No,
30
I think
seconds.
what we do
30
is-
seconds of cake's too much.
Si, for the start of the cooking, when we're picking the cooking, for the start to that to the end,
No.
I'll eat them.
Right, so
Do you know
I'll
what
ask
I
the
mean?
boys their cookings and you've got to finish it in that
I've got to
time.
finish in that time.
Right.
That's
And have you done it?
I'm going, right?
This week,
That's
you
a
need,
forfeit.
because the outfit's brilliant, you need to give us a song this week.
Aye.
Up in front of the cameras and give us a song.
Not a problem. Si.
Yeah,
I'll do it
good.
I would do it after the cream as well on the face.
No, while you're eating. While you're
Not a problem. Right, Simon, you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Boys, welcome to the biggest leaderboard in the whole wide world. And you know what it is with Who Knows Wins, Derek. They actually know where they lie here, drop me the act. They fought me during the week to say I'm still the best man for the job, Simon. Do you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people are saying he's gone a bit long now. They're actually putting forfeits in for the boy. But they phoned me and said I'm still the man for the job,
Yeah,
Derek.
man. Well
Would
done.
you agree with that?
Confidence builder.
You're always a man.
Confidence builder.
Right, how long are you getting yourself? Let's see the show, turn the sheet around so we can see how long it is.
It's a fucking long one to do.
Right, somebody that got what foundation in English, that should take him how long?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, Simon.
Right, 2 minutes on the clock. Paul Slade, the greatest presenter of all time. Can he do it? Derek, yes or no?
Absolutely. I've got faith in this man.
See, the thing is,
No.
that's
Right.
No.
No. Ready to go, Paul?
Right, concentrate.
not a problem. Don't you, I'm telling you now, do not be saying it when I'm doing
Hey,
it.
clapping
Why?
it in.
Why?
Nothing.
No, I need a cheer when I'm
You're
when we
already,
cheer.
you're already 30 seconds done.
No, he's
Right, you ready?
You ready? Okay, boys.
Go.
The first week, fucking hell, the first week in March, guys, we had 3 winners. Are you ready to hear the names of them?
Yes.
Yes.
No, you're not, because you're ready to hear the prize.
what was
First, Simon. How much was it, Simon? Was it £500?
No.
No. Was it £1,000?
No.
Was it £1,500?
No.
No, it was £1,850 for 3 players this week. Rubbish. Can't we keep doing it every week? Same joke every week. Crap. Okay, boys. The 3 players were DAC. That could be Dick Campbell. What's his middle name?
Andrew.
Correct.
Is it Andrew, is it?
No, I don't know.
DAC 1970. We had Jai Mac 247.
Jim McInnes.
Yep. And
Dick Campbell, Jim McInnes. Who
yeah,
else?
and John Sprott. And they
gonna say
3 guys. Oh, come on, you two.
Right, go on.
Have you got it? No,
Right, go on.
And the 3 players, Simon, they 3 get 9 out of 9 results. So we round your applause.
Yes.
Superb. Okay, no stopping the whole train, Simon. We're on the pundits, Simon. Tough week for the pundits. It really, really was. Frank McInnes, you get 3 points. And 1,465th place. Derek Ferguson, you're also
actually raging and he's like, relax.
No, and rightly so, Derek, because we take it serious.
He's very professional.
Yeah, very professional. At the start of the
my
show,
good
didn't he say, we're always having a laugh and he comes in and he's reading stuff, isn't he? I love that for you. Okay, on to Derek Ferguson.
Professional.
Oh, come on!
Son, name of me.
On to Derek Ferguson. He is also in 1,465th place
Oi.
on 3 points, tied with Frank McInnes.
Yeah.
Yes, love that.
Caught in a trap.
I can't walk out.
Oh, na 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 na.
You can sing that later.
Much, baby.
And once
Why
again,
can't you see?
yeah!
What do?
Cause I love
you
too much, baby. Oh, I'm happy this week, by the way.
You stop celebrating.
Simon, can you give us a time update, please?
Wait, sorry, with that sort of songs you were singing at the weekend?
You're two
Derek,
minutes
is
are
that
up.
the sort of songs you were singing the weekend?
Oh, I don't sing those sort of
No,
songs.
good man.
Absolutely not.
You're at 2 minutes 34, Paul.
Right.
You've done.
Oh, we'll
done.
keep it going, no problem.
Right,
and
finish.
once again, lads, I am in last place in 1,972nd position.
So you're looking up at Frank.
Yeah.
Up and Frank and Derek tied together. That's my view the news.
know.
Brilliant view, by the way.
Well, can you see that?
He's got a cracking arse. Arse rubbish. On 2 points. His arse isn't rubbish.
I thought you said a clatty.
I'll crack man of your arse.
Hey, that shoe's gone. Hey, go.
Yeah, listen, it's back out of order. Right, okay, do you know what? We've not done it for a while, Simon.
Yes.
We're going to have a right bird's eye view.
Of Derek's arse.
No, that was... you don't want to, guys.
Oh no, it's not.
No, listen, we're going
Hairy,
to have a...
clatty arse. That's no, doesn't sound good. I don't know.
Talk about his arse.
Nah, it's rubbish. That completely rubbish. That's not done.
As you done.
Who knows when's the phone this week?
Go on,
That's you done.
Go on.
Well, let's just send a picture.
What's your code?
Ah, rubbish. Right, okay.
Could be worse.
Okay, here we
Clatty
go.
Ginger arse.
Derek.
Sorry.
So we've not done this in a wee while, right? We're going to really out the losers of this show.
Good, mate, good.
Because we've not done it in a while and a lot of people's slipping by the radar. So what we're going to do is look right in. We've got a special shout out to Sholdsy, 1888, who got 0 points last week and sits bottom of the leaderboard. Sholdsy, 0 points.
Scolesy. Scolesy. That's what... He's Scolesy having a bad week, isn't he, after that English podcast as well?
Terrorised, didn't he? Right, Simon, I'm just going to go into the other poor performance.
Right, go
We
for
get
it.
1 point, okay? Aki's beat the drop, 1 point.
Wow.
We had Ala MB 90, 1 point. Andy McGeever, 1 point. Gaz White, 1 point. And Kiddle, 2000. Brian, wasn't it? Brian Kiddle.
Brian Kiddle.
Yeah. So that's the losers, guys. And my goodness, we think we're bad. How giant we're
How can you only get 1 point?
Aye.
But what did you get 3 points?
Quite easily.
3 out of 9.
What was it? You had Rangers. That was a guarantee.
I just think the
Decent winning,
championship, I says to mark it, it's so hard to predict. So, I mean, look at Inverness at the minute. They're struggling.
Yeah.
Big time. Under Neil McCann. Surprising. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You're off the series.
Could they go down, Inverness?
Aye, they could. I tell you what. Easily. I mean, you
Because
look at...
Alloa and Arbroath have got results in them.
And
Derek, don't they?
Alloa are a good... See, in any given day, Alloa can win a game of football. They're a good football side under Peter Grant.
If you fancy winning big cash from our 10 grand...
I know, but
If you fancy winning big cash from our 10 grand pot, wow, £10,000 in this time, wow, this week, and having your name read out by me on the show, download the Who Knows When app and join the Open League goal. The pin is Boogie. That song will be coming back when the Scotland lads go away. We don't mess about with that, boys. And that is me done, Simon. Can you give us a time update?
6 minutes. Is that the most fun you've had in 6 minutes, Paul?
No, certainly not, Simon.
Okay.
Short on that.
Right, the weekend.
Much shorter than that.
You get 2 in 6 minutes, didn't you?
Aye. 3.
Right, Derek.
Hello.
Big weekend for you, mate. Enjoy it.
Do you know something? It did kick off on Saturday night with a wee JD, me and my boy, we just sitting. And it was a good wee night, but I didn't expect Celtic, to be honest with you, to drop points
going to take that,
on the
fancy.
Sunday. I didn't mark it, you know, so then it just kicked on, didn't it? It was actually quite emotional as well.
I was going to say it was a
Aye,
tears.
it was because my two boys love watching used to it, right? But I don't cuddle my boys. I don't, you know, sometimes, you know, because we were talking there about Mother's Day, you know, and it's good to give your mum a wee cuddle and all that and go and see her and all that. I'm not like that with my boys, but it was quite emotional on Sunday, so it was for them to see them because they've been starved of success, you know. They've not obviously Celtic dominating for so long. So looking at them and seeing what it meant to them, and then obviously the texts come in, and there's a few of the old ex-players that I played with, you know, send you a wee text, and there was one that sent me. I wouldn't say it on air, but I tell you what, it got me going, you know, because I didn't expect to hear what he says about me, and I was quite in a good way, you know. It's really kind of.
There's a lot of drinking about the weekend.
But it was. Listen, I get it. So we've not been able to enjoy ourselves for a long time.
Was it soon as misses?
So- Emotional. So I'm just, well, I don't know.
You've not recovered yet.
Fair play to everybody. It was magic.
Bad weekend for you, Frank?
Terrible.
Under the covers?
then over him. Nah, listen, it was going to happen anyway. It was unfortunate. I fancied, I took Celtic, but you're not surprised when Celtic drop points now. It's no, whereas seasons gone by, you were really surprised when they dropped points. So it was just one aim. It saves them for Rangers for winning at Celtic Park, didn't it?
No, that's what you wanted, wasn't it?
I mean, they were going to win it it's just a matter of time, wasn't it? So, and congratulations, well done.
I watched the Celtic game, but I can't remember anything of it. Because I was still kind of still half cut, and I just cracked on. But I did. What I'm saying, I can't remember. It was early doors that they were just pummeled Dundee United.
The first half was a
and I
just.
just
30 shots or something on target.
Was it? It's just in front of goal. It's not happening, and just sometimes. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But actually, you got your wish anyway.
You're still in football.
See when watching it, I said that the week before, but I think that just summed the season up. You couldn't even take it for another couple of weeks.
No.
And then you've got your chance to, play for a bit of pride v Rangers to put it on another week.
I think Celtic have been alright box to box. In between the two boxes have been fine. And both boxes have not been anywhere near good enough.
Why is this week free now? I don't get it.
It was scheduled for a cup. I'm sure it was scheduled for the cup.
Scottish Cup.
Was it? Obviously that was put back. But I don't know how they didn't put the league back on. But no, certainly. But
congratulations, well done.
See Steven Gerrard, when will he rank now as a club legend?
He's a god. No, I mean, it was a humongous campaign, this one. So for him to stop 10 in a row, he goes down in history, as does the rest of the players now. In years down the line, when they play all these old Crocs games, the Legends games, those guys, when they get invited to play in them, or I don't know, wee nights out and all that, they'll be revered by the way.
I think the players today will do what we do. No.
Do you know how that'll harm?
No.
They'll see if they don't mark you, they're missing out.
I know,
the big thing.
So much money now, they just.
But it's not about the money.
No, I know.
It's about us. I mean, even we did the Rangers Celtic games. What do we do? We all get together. Then the Rangers Celtic boys, we're all mixing together. We have a laugh with each other.
That's good if they've done it, but
if they're going to do that somewhere down the line, they are legends now. No doubt about it. They've been phenomenal. And Steven Gerrard, we don't know how long we're going to have him for.
Yeah.
He
said yesterday a couple of years for, didn't he?
Well, that's brilliant news because I think he's still growing in terms of in his management career. He's still got a bit to go and learn. He's learning on the job. What a job he's doing. So if we've got Steven Gerrard for another couple of years, that'll do me, by the way, because we know he's going to go where he's going to go. Liverpool is his love. And he will end up there. So if it's 2 years down the line, I'll take that.
I know.
He's been linked with Dagenham and Redbridge for the summer, isn't he?
I should take it 100%. But what I would say, Simon, is in a
series.
Stadium.
No, it's not. It's a shithole, Dagenham and Redbridge.
Right, pure shite. And Simon, what I'm going to say here is, and I mean this, and I've never actually took this in, the fact that man, Steven Gerrard, is in Scotland, and has came to this league, and is doing what he's doing, and how highly he speaks about this game, is almost two fingers up to them down the road down England because they're so arrogant about our league, about this and that. And when Gerrard's here and he stays here and he's talking up the game and he's saying he doesn't realise how big it actually was. He did know from the outside it was massive, of course he did. But when he came here, he said that until you're in this position, there's nothing like it. And what I do love is down there, they'll be now thinking, maybe take it a bit more serious. When you've got guys like that, and if Celtic can now go and point another big name,
How come you want to move the podcast?
We've seen that before though, with players coming up, big name players coming up, thinking it's a wee diddy league and all that, and they come up here and they can't hack it, because it's a lot quicker, it's faster. People don't give you the respect that you maybe get in England, and they just come through you and people can't hack it. So.
And that goes back to our days, and what it reminds me of what's happened with Gerrard is what happened with Souness. When Souness didn't get it until he was manager at Rangers Football Club. Once he got his feet under the table, once he was working at the club for, no even years, for months, then he realised this is massive. And I think the Steven Gerrard. I think it's the exact same thing. And what happened with Souness? We lost Souness to who?
I know, but now that the leagues win, we've still got the unbeaten. And that is it. People say it will be in the back of their mind.
Do you know?
But will they put that to the side when they've got the cup in the Europa League?
It's amazing as a football player, as a manager, and you've just won the championship. Enjoy your night, and then bang, you move on. And you think, right, what's the next one? What's the next challenge? Can we go unbeaten? What's the next challenge? Can we go far in the Europa Cup? What's the next challenge? The Scottish Cup is back on. So,
can you see them resting players in the league?
No, I don't.
For the cup.
Certain
They've got a big enough squad. It's not really resting.
Certain players. Tavernier will come back. He'll be fit. The boy Parsons come in and done well. Steve Davis has been a class act. He's played a number of games. So you can take guys like that out. Ryan Jack has got issues, I think, with his knee, so he can only play a certain amount of games. So, but that's what they've done really well this season. You know, they've managed that team, that squad really, really well. And I think if you're going to be in that first 11, and no, I want to be in that, because there's no better time to be a Rangers player when you are full of confidence, you're winning games. It's a great feeling. So you don't want to be rested. You don't, because you don't feel tired when you're winning. It's as simple as that.
Frank, do you think Celtic have got it in them to stop that unbeaten run at Celtic Park?
Not the way they're playing, no. I don't get what's happening at Celtic at the moment. There's a weird, I don't know if there's unrest, but why did he keep taking Turnbull off when he's getting money? He's putting money in match performances in, and they keep taking it off. You know, and no disrespect to other players like Christie and that, but, you know, Turnbull was doing better than you know, just the name, Christie. He's hitting he's trying to shoot for everywhere. And I don't get why he keeps taking Turnbull off.
Especially when it's 0-0 and you're trying to get a goal.
The boy's not going to be happy. But listen, we're all players. You're not going to be happy. Getting took off a couple of times and saying, like, we're just resting you. But it's every time now.
Do you know?
They've done the same with Rogic. I don't know why. They kept saying, no fit enough. And Paddy McCourt says the same with him. And I'm thinking, well, what's the coaching like it?
No, but they take Paddy off after 20 minutes, no such.
Do you know, Mac? See with Turnbull, when he's broke into the side and he's doing really, really well, and he was too off. So there's a wee acceptance, isn't there? But do you know, because he's playing so well, and he'll know within himself, he's the main. He'll know himself. I'm the main man.
I know.
I'm the one with the wee bit of invention. I'm the guy that can do something in the final third. And he should then go and ask them the question.
Do you think it's because it's easy? Because if you took Christie or one of them off Rogic, they're going to be upset. They're going to say something. But Turnbull's not saying anything because he's the new boy in. I think that's maybe.
Do you think it's because he has the new boy from Motherwell in?
I think that's what it is.
A wee bit of that.
But it's wearing it.
And he is a lovely boy.
Aye.
As well.
I know.
He doesn't look slow, doesn't he? No, he doesn't look slow when, like, he's getting took half. He doesn't. He
looks like he's angry. You can tell.
I can
tell that he's not happy.
So it should be.
Personally having a go at Christie, but he was playing a lot worse than Turnbull. That's what I'm saying. Midfield, it's just awful. I feel for the boy why he's getting took off. John Kennedy's just doing the same as what Lennon was taking him off, and I don't get it. But it's not changing anything. You know, it's
just like
substitutions. Make substitutions. You know, it's the teams that are playing against them are just going, nah. So if they come out against Rangers, and if they play the way they've been playing, you know, I can't see it.
I want to ask you, Jink, Celtic can beat Rangers at Celtic Park. If they didn't, then Rangers are going beaten for me. Celtic are the only team that can beat them.
They're going to beat them. Listen, it doesn't matter the form. The form goes out the window, we all know in these games. But I think that Celtic, as you say, front to middle, you know, middle to front, and I think they're all right. But it's the back that you're concerned about. I'm really concerned about the back. Boy Welsh is all right, but Evan Ayer, they're not a solid partnership that fills me with confidence. So.
And you wonder if the guys are starting to think, well, Ayer, in respect to him, he'll be starting to think, well, listen, I'm maybe not be plying my trade here next season. I maybe just, maybe psychologically, you take the foot off the gas a wee bit, tackles that you would normally make, he doesn't go, you just start to say, no, I don't want to get injured. So that could start, that could be a factor as well. But Rangers at the moment, just to go, they are going full pelt at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how Celtic react.
I've seen a couple of things that they've, you know, which is quite understandable that the last sort of a week, they've known for the last couple of weeks that the title's theirs. And I thought they took the foot off the pedal a wee bit, like Rangers. I thought they were just a wee bit, at the back they were playing it out a wee bit, whereas they would get it quicker forward. And I thought, you know, somebody could get at them. It's understandable because they know they've won it. You know, and they're saving themselves for Europa League.
Right, the big news of the week. Lewis Ferguson's dad's been sacked. He's starting to call you Dale and calling Dale Dad, wasn't he?
It was certainly it was a surprise, and I just told you.
Can you say how you found it?
I told you before I come on camera, and I'll tell you because obviously Lewis FaceTimed me, and I think I FaceTimed him. I can't remember because I was enjoying myself a wee bit, but just to find out how he was, how things were, and all that. And then it was my oldest boy comes in, Darren, and he says, Derek McInnes has left Aberdeen. And I was like, and I'm on FaceTime and Lewis, and I says, has he? And he went, I've not heard anything, Dan. And then next thing I put Sky Sports on, I'm sitting there. I says, no, Dan, I'm shouted up with Dan. He says, there's nothing, it's not on the telly. And then the next thing, it come on, right? And I'm looking at Lewis, and obviously he's up in Aberdeen. And then I just saw him pause for a second. I saw the expression in his face of surprise. And there it was there, Derek's left McInnes.
That's ridiculous.
Which then right away, and I says to Lewis, I says, how did you must have known. He went, no, nothing, Dad, didn't know a thing. He says, we were speaking to Tony during the day, and we were going over how we can improve, how we can sort our problems out that we're having at the moment to get better. He says, I didn't know a thing. And then I just thought to myself, and then I thought, I think the players should know first, whether that's by text or a phone call or else it's a get-together. We've all been at clubs when the manager will come in and address the players, or else you'll get a wee phone call. And it's a respect thing. So I thought for the players to find out like that, I thought it was, doesn't sit well with me. I'm not speaking for Lewis. I'm just this is my opinion. I just don't think that's right. And I think Derek McInnes should be shown a bit more respect with the club, with the job that he's done in the 8 year. He's been a proper manager. He's been a top manager, you know, and you look at, there's reasons why they haven't been as successful this season. You look in that final third, the injury problems that they've had, Cosgrove been injured, Watkins was in there, Hedges, Wright goes to Rangers. His hands have been tied in many respects, but for him to leave, and I think that third spot was still up for grabs, and something inside me kind of tells me, I think he might have just, against all the odds, he might have just nicked it. He might have wanted to go for the Scottish Cup. I just think it was a wee bit, it just didn't sit right with me that's how the players, and obviously that's why how the players have found out, you know.
So why do you think they've done it now then, Derek, just to get a new man in before the end of the season?
Well, they should be in already then.
Steve Robinson. Got to be careful what you wish for. I mean, I said that before about Aberdeen.
The money with that.
Aberdeen, they have to get rid of him. I don't know who they're going to get that's going to be better than him. I really don't. Aberdeen, you know, it's not like Celtic. Celtic supporters are all hoping for a big name. Aberdeen's not going to get a big name.
Here's one for you at Aberdeen. Would Lenny take it? Neil Lennon?
Well, I heard it was there, but I don't know. It might just be on a staycation. I don't know.
I don't think so.
What about Gordon Stratton? Management.
Could be, aye, guys. Well, I would think Gordon Stratton with a younger manager. I mean, you've mentioned names before in Maloney in terms of, you know, with the Celtic job. I could see somebody like Maloney. They're talking about the boy Stephen Glass. Obviously, there's a connection with Atlanta and Cormac, the chairman up there. You know, so maybe that's something that's going to happen. One for me, I'd just throw it there as well that I like, and he's a Hamilton boy, Paul Hartley. You know, with maybe Strachan in the background. But you're absolutely right. Be careful what you wish for.
What about Strachan with a younger man like Craig Brown next to him?
Craig Brown's still there in the background, isn't he?
Would you game it?
With the what?
Would you game it?
Craig Brown's brilliant, by the way. So he's I tell you what, Tom, he's great company.
Yeah,
so but the one I threw, I don't know if it was a few weeks ago, Brian Rice. See Brian Rice is getting better, and you're talking now, I says that about cutting your teeth. Look at Brian Rice, he wants to play a certain type of football.
He's native.
And that's what Aberdeen fans have been, this has been the criticism that's been through at Derek McInnes, right, was a style of football. Well, Brian Rice, right, he likes to play the attacking football. But what he's done this season with Atkins, he's got a bit more grit and determination about him, more organised. He's got a couple of, he put the boy O'Doffin for a centre back in the middle of the park. He's got the boy Sterling. I think he's became a better manager in the course of the course of this season.
What about your mate Dick Campbell?
I mean, I've said since I met him, many years ago to say that. No, listen, I keep saying that. Like, I mean, he's had so many promotions.
I don't know why he's not got it. It's just he doesn't fit. I don't know.
But people do what you well for 1 year and they get a job in the Premier League. Dick's been doing well for 5 or 6 and he doesn't get a chance.
Because he's not going to take any crap off the chairman. And they'll know that.
Well, there's a good one. The relationship between a manager and a chairman is
he's
so,
a great guy. He's a great guy, but
important.
if a chairman starts interfering, he'll tell me off. And he, you know.
What about your man Sean Maloney, Slinny Jenkins? He's an Aberdeen boy, isn't he? That's where he grew up.
Well, if he left working with De Bruyne, working with Considine, I'll never speak to the guy again. Derek, just on Lewis on a personal level, what did Derek McInnes do for him?
Everything. Listen,
Melon, you would you say?
It was there at the start.
Listen, right. Do you know, the way it panned out when he had the chance to go to Aberdeen, the first thing, obviously I knew who the manager was, and that for me was the biggest pull, right? Because I thought Derek McInnes, as I've said, brilliant manager. But the second thing is, I know with Derek McInnes, is who he had at Aberdeen, Tony Docherty, and I know speaking to other people, good coach, top coach, Sheeran in the background as well, top midfield player, Barry Robson there as well, and I thought there's only one way he's going to go with that company, is he's going to improve, he's going to progress. But what they've done with him as well, they have progressed him as a player, but as a person as well. I can see wee traits in Lewis, and McInnes has been that influence on him. The way, because he's put out in front of the media at times, and he speaks a hell of a lot better than me, does my boy, and he handles that really, really well. But I see that influence coming for Derek McInnes.
Yeah.
And see McInnes as well, personal touch. I'm just saying, because my missus was obviously worried. He's leaving the house. He's going up to Aberdeen. I know it's only 2.5 hours up the road, but he's leaving the house. McInnes phoned me, and then obviously I wanted him to have a wee chat with Carol to put her mind at rest.
Can't believe
I know. They were on the phone for about half an hour. I was getting a wee bit worried right enough, but no. But what he'd done brilliant. It was a personal touch that he put, not so much my mind at ease, but he put Carol's mind at ease. And he says, I'll look after your boy. But it's not just with Lewis. I'm sure, I think he cares about his players. I think he cared about that job as well.
Managers like that, you don't get managers like that now.
He's maybe a wee bit old school.
I know.
Old school in those terms, but that's so important that he looks after not just the player, what happens in the park, what he does away from the park. And Derek McInnes and his staff have been absolutely bang on the money and brilliant. So
is it no strange that he's still phoning Carol though now when he's away?
Strange. Can you wonder? See if the boy is signed and his ma was a honker, would they still have
Well, they did have a phone Gerrard.
That's shocking.
I think that's enough of a call
because that's the type of guy he is. He's a great lad,
good guy,
and I've only had a couple of chats on the phone with him. I've bumped into him a couple of times, and I get it. He's a top manager. Listen, the next club he goes to, they'll be lucky.
That's my next question. What will Derek do next?
I don't think there'll be a shortage of offers for him. I think he's had a few offers and he's showed his loyalty to Aberdeen instead.
Big time.
And then all of a sudden,
Rangers wanted him, Mark. Sunderland wanted him.
They don't even let the players say. They don't even let the players say cheerio to him and all that. That's not the players find it. Tell it. It just stinks. And Aberdeen's better than that. As a club, they're better than that. I think that's a wee bit wrong.
You can see the reaction for the players. They all had Instagrams up with pictures of them saying how much respect and how well he'd done for them.
Right, well that tells you everything about what they thought of the manager, what they thought of Derek McInnes. So, I just thought it should have been dealt with better from an Aberdeen point of view.
Should have got to the summit to try and finish third.
I think he should have been allowed that, but
second.
Obviously, the relationship that he had with the last chairman, Milne, was obviously good, and obviously Cormac comes in, and we don't know how that is. But the one thing you can't accuse Derek McInnes. See, every time he spoke in the press, he says, "I love working for this club." And you could actually see that in him. And he wasn't just saying it for the sake of saying it, because he put a lot of hard work and effort in there. And that's why I'm saying he should have been allowed to finish the season. And maybe at the end of the season, sit down, have a chat, and maybe part ways.
Anyone else you fancy for it, Paul?
Well, I'm hearing a lot of this crap about we've got a manager that's going to come in and play this attractive style of football. What a lot of nonsense it is. Football is a game where you have to adapt in certain games, and don't tell me that Denton has played terrible football. You can't finish third every single season if it's that bad. So, and again, I mean, who are you going to bring in that's going to get that Aberdeen team to be playing unbelievable football? It ain't going to happen.
But he plays good
Even
football.
the pitches and the best
played
football.
good football, and then all of a sudden the best players get sold. So you've got to start again.
And injured.
Exactly. Great point, Frank. Great point.
It's just one of them that you just got to go with. It's a club.
Aye.
You just like Aberdeen. You know, I think most teams in Scotland are. You know, if the price is right. You know, even at Celtic and Rangers, if the price is right, they're off. You know,
People, do you want to know something?
Scottish football can't afford to.
I want to say
know Rangers
because
are not going to like that. But
Mark,
some of the players, if somebody matches the value of some of the players that Rangers value the players that they're off. I don't care what anybody says. Same as Celtic, same as anyone. Scotland's they're all selling clubs now. And that's
There's a
the way-
reason why Aberdeen have struggled a wee bit, and people will go like that, okay, it's just excuses. Well, Motherwell, where did Motherwell finish last season?
Yeah, third year.
Right, look at the injury list they've got. See if you start to look
Yeah.
into in more depth, and you see why our Motherwell have been doing there. It's because of the amount of injuries they've had. So, but he wasn't allowed, and just what you said, he should have been allowed that wee bit of kind of freedom to take them at least towards the end of the season to see if they could have got that third and maybe done well in the cup.
It's a great, but what other club have consistently battled for third place?
Yeah.
What was that, 8 years he's done it?
Aye.
8 years, aye.
Aye,
4
Mark's
second
second.
places.
Hibs have been
Has he not
doing
been- has
that
he not been
time.
second?
Dundee United have been
Has he
doing
not
that
been
time.
second?
Well,
couple of
last
times.
season was 4th, but we've got to remember
But
the
he's still
season
battling for
the
third.
season was ended early.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Think
Think about that
Has
as
he been
well.
second a couple of times?
Yeah, he's been second a couple of times.
Couple
as
of
well,
times.
yeah.
Cup
Mark.
finals. as
Cup
well.
finals, yeah.
I mean, it
So-
was impossible really to beat that Brendan Rodgers.
Anyway, it's done and dusted now for him.
Aye,
so
and I think it's actually,
Otherwise,
do you know what,
just,
I'm glad
I'd
he's
like
away
to
now.
wish good luck to him because he's
Aye.
a good guy and he's a good manager.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's very
That was a
handsome.
cracker said.
He should go and do. He should go and do like.
always-
He should go and do like the Littlewoods catalogue, spring
Oh,
summer
aye,
collection.
aye,
and
aye.
then go
Timby-
get a job.
Speedos on and
Aye,
all that.
Speedos and that.
Aye.
Aye,
I
with
could see
Timber's
him
on.
and Marker doing that.
What? Underwear models.
Aye.
It's been a while since I've done an
By the way,
underwear
that was
model.
By the way, somebody put a picture up the other day with you and two
Oh, I know.
absolute winners, man.
Right.
Can't remember who it
Have
was,
you-
but somebody put it
have
up
you
on.
got it?
Somebody
No.
sent us on Instagram.
I know,
that-
but every picture you see, you're like, birthday, man.
One
What
and
you
two.
just said?
You just
One
said
and two.
Aye.
And your point.
So that's a cracker. I don't know if people heard that in the midst of the laughing when you said, actually, I've not had a phone call. That was a cracker.
Oh, if it Susan,
So he
Susan,
said
it's a crack. You don't have much
That was a
other.
brilliant one. Sorry for bringing that back up. That was probably the most awkward moment in the last. Anyway.
Aye,
Right.
anyway.
Paul, we're on to the battle for top 6, which you love.
I couldn't. This is bizarre. I actually didn't know this until this morning. We all had the meeting for 2 hours before we came on, didn't we? Prepare for the show and all that. And it's only been 6 points are between 5th and 10th place, Simon.
Aye.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable. Could this top 6 be anybody's, really?
Aye.
So you took your 2 hours to think of that question?
Could be anybody's, you know that.
Well, no, it
Could be
can't be Ross
anybody's.
County, Hamilton's, or
Anyway,
Aye.
Skilly's.
Keep out the door after
Who you
this.
fronting first, Lenny? Who you get a wee feel for?
I think.
St Johnstone.
Do you know what? Can I get the table up just to be?
Of course you can.
I said St Johnstone a couple of weeks ago. I said to you, they could.
So what do you think
Get
is going to?
there.
Who do you think is going to be 6?
So what have you got? You've got Rangers, Celtic, Hibs, Aberdeen,
Aberdeen,
Livingston, St
Livingston.
Mirren just now,
Aye.
with St Johnstone just behind them.
What's the points difference with
Go on,
them?
Slaney,
I
tell us.
think
Right, here we go.
Probably should have done this before.
Not at
Aye,
all,
and
Sa-
they two
aye,
hours
but
that
we
were in
get,
here,
aye, but the meeting we get.
I think St Mirren.
Didn't it?
I'm going.
so it did,
As
aye.
much as you say St Johnstone, I think just Jim Goodwin. I think he'll get them there. Jim's done a great
I think
job.
he'll get top 6. Aye.
Well,
I think Livingston will drop
Yeah,
it.
you
yeah.
love the St Mirren.
Livingston could drop out.
I think Livingston,
Livingston
will
and
drop
St Mirren,
No,
right?
can
Livingston's
they drop
5th.
Can they not?
No, they can't drop out Livingston. I think
No, they can do
they
it.
need one more point. One, aye.
So yeah, it's between St Mirren and
yeah.
St Johnstone. That.
Because Livingston,
Livingston have got a game in
game in
hand.
hand.
Paul.
Livingston's got a game in hand, which is so important in
it.
this
So that
time.
gets. I mean, it depends who it's against.
But they only need to get 1 point for 2 games.
She won Livingston. I mean, they've been phenomenal this season, right? But watching them against Motherwell, they looked, I can't believe, strange to say this, a wee bit disjointed, a wee bit leggy. You mentioned it in Oslaney about Martindale, but he was an angry man at the side of the park, and I thought, this is just me watching it for up the stand. I thought one or two of the players maybe just switched off a wee bit. So he's just got to be careful because it's, managing a side that I've done.
Choose when you do that, Derek, didn't you?
So I would love to still see them, and they deserve to get in top 6. So I think they will get there. Another one I'd go with your old side. St Mirren. I think they might just have enough.
I think they might.
Jim Goodwin's side.
St Mirren need to go away at Accies. They're fighting for their lives.
I think he can do it. I really do.
The only worry for Jim Goodwin is if he gets in the top 6, Tony Fitzpatrick will be expecting to win the league next year.
I know. Oh, do you know what? Tony,
I love Tony, man.
I know, it's good.
What he says is true. They should be fighting that they're doing now. That's what he says.
I mean, that comes to the manager, but if I was the manager,
sometimes you've got to be a wee bit realistic, and that's sometimes, I don't know who's besides the scenes with Tony, but you've just got to put the reins on him a wee bit.
Still talking about football?
Aye, Tony's too straight for that.
He's too straight for that.
Sorry, Tony. God,
oh, dearie me. Paul, I want to know who you fancy. Do you think St Mirren?
Well, I've had certainly a wee soft spot for St Mirren this season. Me and Frank's relationship getting closer. I love that night we were wearing the St Mirren strips.
Yes.
A cracking night, and
yes.
Aye, and then but I believe on attacking football, I believe St Johnstone deserve it. There you go. I believe the style of football they've been playing has been unbelievable. And the reason I say that is I absolutely slaughtered the mumbler. He ain't no mumbler anymore.
He's the man.
He is the man. So out of they two, I would actually, I don't know, Simon. I really don't know.
I want to ask Derek. You've seen a lot of Aberdeen this year, right? I said St Johnstone will be up for 3rd next year. Would Aberdeen take the back 3 at St Johnstone, the 2 wing backs and the goalkeeper right now, and Ali McCann, have you offered them?
The back 3, definitely. Yes, definitely. The boy McCann's a terrific player, so he has so much energy, quality on the ball as well.
Rooney right wing back, you take him at Aberdeen now?
Rooney, and do you know something? That's where, going back a wee bit, the criticism of Aberdeen, Hayes, Kennedy, they've not produced. Rooney, maybe something like that. So you're quite right there, and maybe it'd leave Lewis, maybe McCrory sitting in there, McCann. What a midfield that would be. By the way, that'd be strong.
Right, this is what we've all been waiting for. I'm actually genuinely excited for this. Right. Is it 6?
Has he got to unwrap them as well?
No,
do you want to unwrap them now?
John wrap
so he's unwrapping them.
Right.
I thought that.
No, I think it'd make it funnier to see you panic unwrapping.
Because I thought.
Whatever you want.
Right, so boys, we're going to shoot through these two.
No. Derek, can I just say, right?
I'm flying through it.
No, Derek, listen. After every Cootum show, I get thousands of messages, right? People saying,
you're the man.
I love the way when Derek does the Cootum, how in depth he goes about the games and it gives us an insight.
Not at all.
I feel like you've done that already on the show. I think you've done that already.
We've covered that enough.
Right, who's want to go first?
He's too drunk this morning.
Right, Derek first. Wait.
I'm waiting.
When I say the word Dundee, you can start. Are you ready?
But here, the only thing is, that's white. I've got heavy yellow teeth, man.
That's all right.
That's going to pierce on the camera and I've got yellow teeth.
Right, ready? Derek Ferguson. You've started telling me. Dundee, Arbroath.
Dundee.
Dunfermline versus Morton.
Dunfermline.
Hearts v Ayr.
Hearts.
Livingston versus Hamilton
Draw.
Accies. Queen of the South versus Alloa.
Queen of the South.
Ross County v Hibs.
Ross County.
Everton v Burnley.
Everton.
Fulham v Man City.
Man City.
Frank McAvenny.
Yes.
Dundee versus Arbroath.
What? What is that?
Dundee versus Arbroath.
Oh, that's a hard game, isn't it?
Come on, Frank.
I'll go for a draw.
Okay, Dunfermline versus Morton.
You're cruising, Frank.
Morton.
Hearts versus Ayr.
Hearts.
I'll get it fucking done.
Livingston versus Hamilton.
Livingston.
Queen of the South versus Alloa.
Draw.
How many have you got left? 2?
3.
We'll give you a 10-second break. Go on, I'll give you time to make it interesting. What about on your Frank? Queen of the South versus Alloa? You said draw.
I said draw, yes.
Many you got, Slinty? 2?
3 to go.
3 to go, come on then.
Right, we'll wait till you finish. Take a wee drink of water, make it interesting. You've got 3 scores to get 3 of them done.
Yeah. Me go on. No.
That feels bad, man. Fucking really.
Nice cakes, aren't they? The mumbler's back.
The mumbler's back. We Callum Davison didn't there.
At least his suit fits him.
Where are we anyway?
Good. Very good. At least his suits fits him. Right, you've got 3 scores out.
So you go.
I'll say the full thing. Frank, just to make it interesting, give us a score and a score.
All right.
A score and a...
Right, ready, let's go, Frank. Ross County versus Hibs.
Hibs 1-0.
Scorer.
Big boy up front.
Nisbet.
Everton versus Burnley.
Is he playing? Is he back in the team?
Back in the team, I
Is he?
have.
Okay.
Everton versus Burnley.
Everton.
Scorer.
Calvert, is it?
Calvert-Lewin.
Aye.
And Fulham versus Man City.
Man City, easily.
Scorer.
Furum. De Bruyne will
De
go
Bruyne.
on. Aye.
Yes!
You done?
Great effort, Paul.
Different class.
1.5 left.
How are you feeling?
I tried for you, son. I was trying
You
to...
feeling all right?
I was trying to talk about teams that I knew fuck all about.
Oh, brilliant. Right, what you
I
can
was a
either,
bit unfair on him. I should have took a wee bit more time.
You should have rushed.
you can either eat the last one or you can sing.
Hey, no, you know your pals,
Aye.
they just raced through it, didn't he?
You can enjoy it.
Left you right in the cake.
Am I doing my cooking?
All right,
Aye,
you're
go on.
cool. Right, mate.
can do that, we can
Who
do
wants to
that.
ask him? Frank, go and ask him. He's cool.
Right, I'll do it. You ready? Can you talk?
Aye.
Right, okay. Dundee v Arbroath.
Dundee.
Dunfermline Morton.
Quite hot. He's
Hearts
been
v
enjoying him, isn't he?
He's not right. Look.
Livingston Accies. Hamilton Accies.
I'll go for...
I'd love to know how you're feeling right now. I'd love to be in your body right now. Still proud of his face.
Draw.
A draw. Queen South v Alloa.
I had one.
I'll go for...
He's not got the brains.
Queen South.
He's getting a rush.
Right,
He's getting a wee rush, isn't he?
Queen South.
What?
Queen South.
Queen South. Ross County v Hibs.
Sicky Hibs.
I know.
Sicky Hibs.
What, you
I
mean a
know,
sick
but- I know,
of
but who
Hibs
won?
tea cakes?
Fucking hell, I'm not eating again.
Sicky tea cakes, a minute.
Brilliant cake, I know. I'll go for Hibs.
Everton v Burnley.
Burnley's the worst football team in the world. Everton. Wait, Frank, wait.
Oh, Fulham. Fulham Man City.
You look like the Joker now.
Oh, didn't I say that?
Oh,
Hey.
that's it.
The Joker will come out. No.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did you see a draw? Did you see a draw? Fulham Man City a draw?
Man City. That life, that
There you
life,
go, it's
that's
done.
what all the people say. I'm high in April, shut down in May. And I know I'm
Change that tune. When I'm back on top in June.
I don't do that.
That's
Back on top in June.
That's what I say.
That's what all the people say.
He knows a few tunes.
I know a few.
Boys,
Thanks,
outstanding.
guys. Thank you.
Well done, Paul.
Oh!